This is what you can do if kids bully you in school, or if anybody bullies you. So, I'm talking about this from a perspective of being the bully and at the same time being bullied. So, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is how I looked at elementary school. So, if you saw me back then, I guarantee you would bully me too, so don't worry. Right now, my girlfriend sitting right there is laughing because right now I'm kind of the bully. Never mind. So, as I was saying, in my school, I was kind of the biggest guy in my classroom. There were smaller kids than me, so I used to kind of bully them, but not really bully them, but kind of bully them. But at the same time, I wasn't the biggest guy in school, so there were other big kids, older kids than me, that used to bully on me too. So, this is how I managed to escape and aikido my way through being bullied. So, the first thing you can do to stop being bullied, and this is the best thing, and that is starting a martial art class. So as you know, I'm the European kickboxing champion right now, and I can tell you with 100% guarantee that right now no one really wants to mess with me. But this respect from other people didn't come just from me being and becoming the European kickboxing champion all of a sudden. Like, I went on the tournament, I came back, and all of a sudden everyone respects me and no one wants to mess with me. No. People actually started respecting me and not bullying me when I started training martial arts. So when I signed up to my kickboxing gym, this is the time where I became actually good with my hands and my legs. And let me tell you that a couple of times actually someone tried to bully me and start a fight with me, and let's just say they regretted that decision. So the best thing you can do to stop being bullied is actually, like I said, starting some martial art class. This can be boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA. Just don't start jiu-jitsu, man. I mean, if your bully comes and he hits you with his hand, you're not gonna fall on the ground and be like, "Rah," and just wait for you two to start grappling and hugging each other. So, I mean, no disrespect to the jiu-jitsu community, but if you really want to avoid being bullied, you need to become good with your hands and your legs, but standing, not like, laying down on the ground. The least thing you want to do in a street fight or if someone bullies you is to get on the ground, because trust me, it gets nasty down there. They start kicking you in the head, kicking you in your ribs. It can go all wrong from there. I mean, most ideally, if someone wants to fight with you outside in the streets or someone wants to bully you, the best thing you can do is just run away. Be like, okay, bro, just don't bother me, go away, and try to actually get out of the situation. But if you have no other choice, and if it gets physical, you really need to have some skill and, like I said, defend yourself. So by becoming good with your hands and your legs, you can avoid this. By the way, if you train kickboxing like me, let's say, legs won't really help you in a street fight or with your bully. Hands will do the most. So if you're somewhere in the street and someone wants to fight with you, and like I said, you can't run away, you're surrounded, let's say, you don't really want to kick him because you can slip and again, like I said, fall on the ground, which is not what you want. So ideally, you should become good with your hands. And by doing this, you're 99.9% on your way to stop being bullied. So number two, if you, let's say you're in school and you have your 3 friends like I did when I was in school, and some of your friends actually bullies you. I mean, bad news, man. You need to find new friends. So actually, I was in this group of friends, like I said, back in school, and there was this little guy with me. He's my friend to this day. We are really good friends. We are like 15 years together. But when we were back in school, he was like the smallest guy, and we obviously joked around, pushed him sometime. Like boys do this all the time. But you really need to set things apart. If someone tries to bully you and make fun of you in front of other people, so let's say you're in the lunch area in your school, and you're with your friends, and all of a sudden they try to make fun of you in front of the other guys and girls there, and everyone starts laughing at you, that's bullying, and you should avoid this. These are not your real friends. But if you're with your friends, you're, I don't know, somewhere in the park, and you're kind of alone, and if they start joking around, if they start messing with you, and no one really looks at that, I mean, it's around you, 3 or 4, however many of you are, I mean, that's not really bullying. I don't know what's wrong with all these modern people who say, oh no, I was bullied in school and right now I have this condition, or I can't focus, or I can't achieve anything in my life because I have this trauma because I was bullied. Bro, I was bullied too. There were so much bigger kids than me back in school, and they would come. They literally stole my bikes. They would hit me. They would just pick fights with me. And like I said, this was back in school, and I got so fucking frustrated. But right now, nothing is stopping me. I don't put labels on myself. I don't say, "Oh no, I was bullied in school, and right now I'm fucked for life because some idiot that he had trauma and he bullied me, and right now I'm fucked for life." No, that's a loser mentality, bro. So if your friends, like I said, you should divide these two. If your friends are joking, we're boys, we joke around, we bully each other all the time. So if they bully you, like when you're together and it's around your circle of friends, it's okay. I mean, you can bully each other, you can mess around, it's okay. But if these people are not really your friends, are not here for you, they'll basically just make fun of you all day, every day, and that's everything. Like, that's your friendship. Them making fun of you, they're not your real friends, and you need to find new ones. So, number 3 is, let's say you're in school or you're in the park or anywhere, and you get surrounded from a couple more people, and they want to physically like attack you, or they start bullying you, they start calling you names. In this situation, let's say there are 5 and you're only 1. So this comes back to the first point. If you went to some martial art classes, you're maybe a kickboxing champion or something, you went on some tournaments, you went on sparring, like you have experience with fighting, maybe you have a chance. I mean, depending on what these 5 guys look like. Previously, I fought like actually me alone against other 5 guys, and I can say you're not gonna die, it's not the end of the world. But if you don't have any experience with using your hands, and if you're surrounded with more people, what you should do is call your friends. So let's say you're on your lunch break, let's say, and actually this happened to me back then. I was on my lunch break in school, and as I was telling you about these bigger guys, these older guys, like came out of nowhere, surrounded me, and all of a sudden they started like physically attacking me, calling me names, like making fun of me. And the best thing you can do in this situation, I mean, obviously back then I didn't know any martial art, I wasn't kickboxer back then. So what you can do in this situation is just call your friends. If there are 5, you call your 5 friends. If you can call more friends, it's even better. So you call your friends, 5 guys on your side come along, and at this point you can avoid being bullied, because this type of people who bully are not actually that brave. They actually attack when they are together with other people. So you will never ever see a bully bullying you when he's alone. He will always attack you and call you names and do all these crazy things when he's with his friends. So you can avoid being bullied when you are around your friends. So, number 4. If you're being bullied, my friend, you really need to work on your confidence. If you're a confident guy, and if you walk in the room and everyone can see that you're the guy, not really anyone will start to pick a fight with you. So let's get the Tate brothers, for example. They were put 3 months, they stayed 3 months in one of the, let's say, most dangerous prisons in the world. It's an Eastern European prison, it's in Romania, and because I'm from Eastern Europe too, I can tell you it's pretty bad. So these 2 guys, the Tate brothers, literally walk in the prison, and everyone knows them. They know that they're kickboxers, like world and European champions. The other prisoners know that they're rich, know that they're capable, know that they can do bad things, so no one really messes with them. So if you work on yourself, if you work on your confidence, if you show up, if you get in the room and you hold your body straight, you're in a good posture, you look sharp, trust me, no one really will want to mess with you. So back then, as I was saying, when I was getting bullied, I was the awkward guy, man. I had a poor posture, I didn't have muscles, I was like this chubby kid, I wasn't being serious, I couldn't hold eye contact with people, so I would get in the room and be like, like the loser. And when you show up like that, everyone will start messing with you. Like I said, if you take a look at this picture from me back then, you would want to mess with me back then, because I was harmless back then. But trust me, right now, no one wants to mess with me, because when I get in any room, they know that I am the alpha guy in the room. They know that I'm capable, that they know that I can hurt them if they try to do something with me. So no one really wants to fuck with the hard to kill guy, you know what I'm saying? So prevent being bullied, my friend, by working on your self-improvement, by becoming more confident. And like I said, this all comes back to you starting a martial art class, like I said. So let's get to number 5. This last tip for you, the number 5 tip, is a little strange, and you might say that I'm crazy for saying this, and you might look confused, but trust me, this really works. Let's say you get in some not really pleasant situation, and someone, let's say you're on the bus station, or you're in the metro somewhere, or you're just walking in the park, and let's say 5 guys surround you and they want to attack you. So they want to kind of bully you, you know. You can avoid this by acting crazy. And no, I'm not saying screaming and shouting and doing all that crazy things. No, you can basically scare them away. And if you don't believe me, this really works. I've heard so many experiences like this, so many situations like this where this worked. So, like I said, you get surrounded. This always happens. When you get surrounded by, let's say, 5 guys, there's always this one, like the main guy, the leader of the group, and he always tries to strike first. So what you do in this situation, you look this guy, that the main guy of the group, you look him dead in the eyes, and you say something like, "What do you want me to break first, your jaw or your nose?" But you're dead serious. You look him straight in the eyes, maybe inside you're shaking, you're scared to death, you're nearly shitting your pants, but you never showed it. Like I said in the previous tip, never show that you're scared, be confident. So if you look this guy dead in the eyes and you say, "What do you want me to break first, your jaw or your nose?" Trust me, even though they're 5 and you're 1, they'll think like, whoa, wait a minute. What is this guy talking about? Isn't he scared? Like, we're outnumbering him. We're 5 and he's only 1. They will start shitting their pants, trust me. So I've heard so many stories like this, where there was this guy and he was surrounded by 5 or 6 or even, I don't know, 7 people. And this was just a regular guy. He was not a kickboxer, not an MMA fighter, nothing, bro. He was just a regular guy going back from work, probably. And these 5 guys surrounded him, wanting some to steal from him or something, I don't know. And just before things got physical, this guy looked at the main leader of the group, let's say, looked him dead in the eye and said this: "What do you want me to break first? Like your finger, your jaw, your teeth, your nose?" And in 100% of the situation, this group of the bullies run away. They immediately run away. They're like, wait a minute. Like, this guy is not in the position of threatening us, and he is actually threatening us to kill us, basically. So this guy is crazy. They start to think that maybe you have a pistol on you, maybe you have some weapon, maybe you have, I don't know, some fucking katana or some crazy shit. And trust me, these people that get into groups and do crazy things like this, attacking people, they're not really stable and they get scared pretty easily. Like I said, you will never find a bully attacking you alone. So they always get in packs like wolves, and they always strike together. So if you say these things, you'll scare them and they will run away immediately. So you can implement this literally anywhere. You can implement this in school, you can implement this on the streets, you can implement this anywhere. These 5 tips that I gave you will save you from being bullied, and no one will really want to mess with you again. Like I said, this worked for me pretty well, because back then, every other day, bro, I was being bullied, and right now no one wants to bully me. So implement these tactics and come back and write in the comments, did they help you actually.